Unless you have something worth picking apart, get out. Had too many numbskulls come in today trying to swindle me for a few extra cogs. Idiots. A rifle? We don't get these here too often. It's very pretty. Clearly not a bad piece. Mind if I take a closer look? Just at a glance. The material, the wood and metal, both very high quality. The inlay is exceptional. This kind of craftsmanship isn't something you'd find down here too often. Well, frankly, it's a fine piece of work. Are you sure you want this thing to be salvaged, though? It could net you a fair bit of coin if you found the right buyer. Though I don't know where you'd find someone like that down here. Alright then, have it your way. Give me a second. Standard practice for scrap shops these days is to salvage anything a customer brings while they're present. Ensures trust on both sides of the deal. Sit. Come in close. We'll see if I can work my usual magic. I'll be honest, I've never had the chance to work on something of this quality before. This is definitely a delicate job. I'm just gonna remove this hinge pin here. Interesting mechanism. Simple to use and design, but whoever made this thing clearly put a lot of care into it. What I'm most curious about, though, isn't the mechanics, but rather this crystal here. Normally, you'd see gemstones being held by prongs or by some other settings, but it's a compartment made specifically to slot it in. Should make it easy to take out the stone without damaging it. Wow, yeah, don't worry, I'll be careful with it. What a beauty! Nearly perfectly round. Some type of sapphire, maybe? I've never seen a sapphire glow quite like this one. Might be something even more precious. This, even on its own, should sell nicely. So, do you plan on taking these materials to Piltover? Apparently, plenty of artisans who could use them up there and, well, you'd probably get a better price. Understandable. I don't want to be there any longer than I have to either. The stares I get is... I'm sure you know the feeling though, right? How'd you come across this thing anyhow? You found it in one of the alleyways back by the docks. Not much grime on it. Not much on you two either. Seems like the streets are always getting rowdier every day. You got tensions rising between us and the topsiders, mixed with Silco's meddling. I just don't... What about Silco? Know him. He's my boss. Practically grew up employed by him. Well, it's not like I asked to work for him. Every business around here runs straight through the barons, whether we like it or not. Some do. They figure him as a leader, despite his flaws. A revolutionary that wants to bring about change. Personally, I don't think he knows what he wants. Care for a glass of water? Can't go your tongue? It's clean, if that's what you're worried about. Sure. You're not from down here, are you? Well, your questions made it pretty obvious. Plus, the aversion to the water. The ambiguous answer is that you found the rifle, and you dressed rough, but it doesn't mean that you look like you're from the lanes. Your get-up's too hilty, and your face is smoother than a baby's ass. Hey, you asked. I was gonna play along with this little act you had going, but curiosity got the better of me. So what brings a topsider like you down here? You got plenty of opportunities to sell a piece like this back in Piltover. Unless you didn't sell it, did you? Hey, calm down. Who am I to judge? But if you say you didn't, you didn't. I should probably go back to work. You know, it's probably not safe for you to be down here. What, are you some sort of soldier? Being able to handle yourself isn't enough here. There's some people down here who, once they get a whiff of the upper city, they get violent, fast. And since this rifle here is in pieces now. Okay. I will mind my own business. Pardon me. Whoever made this thing had access to resources that are pretty hard to come by without some decent connections. Steel alloy rivets and screws. Gold inlays. Nice sight too. Interesting. Come here, look closely. This here, I found a crest. We might just have to find out who created this thing after all. It's on the inside of the trigger guard. I only just noticed it. It's actually kind of familiar to me. A hammer. Where have I seen the... where did you say you got this from again? No. Where did you actually find this? Because this is the crest of the House of Tallis. The House of Tallis! You, of all people, should know, considering how important the Council of Clans up there is. Yeah, well, that's exactly what this is, which means... You gotta take this out of here, now. Back to whoever you snagged it off. What do you think it is? If Silco, or God forbid his daughter, and the enforcers find either of us with that crystal, we'll both be getting thrown in still water. Enforcers, act natural. We're just two friends sitting back and sharing a drink.
We know you're in there, Sumprat. Open up. We need to have a word and we'll be out of the pit for the night. Either you open this door, or we open it for you. What's it gonna be?
Shh, they're bluffing. Gotta be. Wait. What are you doing? Don't open the...
Oh, Sergeant, thought seeing you down here, and out of uniform. Didn't know you were the type. To off-duty in the fisheries. Meaning a friend. I don't mean to interrupt, but we just need to have a chat with them for one moment. Captain Bennett said that. Of course. I'll let Bennett know that you have it under control. Yes, Sergeant. Apologies for interrupting. I'll leave you to it.
Sergeant? My bad. I didn't know I was offering service to the damn Peanut Patrol. It's not like you waltzed in here with your blue and golds. What do you think I'm closing up? If word gets out that I'm serving to... No, that I'm even having enforcer lounging around in my shop, what do you think the people around here are gonna do? What do you think Silco is gonna say? I can't believe I didn't put it all together sooner. Some topsider comes in knocking on my door, the rifle, the blue crystal. You were just gonna find out what you could, take the rifle back and leave, weren't you? Or you were just gonna arrest me at the moment I told you what you wanted? Wait, don't answer that. Why'd I even ask? Of course you were. To you, I'm just some trencher that works for the barons. Even if you weren't gonna arrest me, there really isn't much you can do to make this better now. For either of us. You don't get it, do you? Ever since the big man passed, Silco tightened up the city. He's got eyes and ears all over Zon. Anything of note happens down here, and he will know about it. Do I have to spell it out for you? A pair of enforcers marched down to one of Silco's employees' scrap shops. Already not off to a great start. Notice how quiet it got when they showed up? Everyone took notice. Enforcers tend to draw attention in the lanes. When they knocked on that door, I was already due for a check-in with Savika. Just to make sure I didn't... No, it doesn't matter who she is. What matters is this. It's one thing for enforcers to investigate me, and another to completely for them to knock on some rat's door, only for someone they call Sergeant to answer, and tell them it's under control. So you get it now, officer? I'm sorry. We shouldn't be doing this right now. It won't get us anywhere. I get it. And I appreciate you trying to help. You were covering for the both of us when you opened that door, but whoever's keeping tabs on me, I look like a grade A bona fide rat right now. That puts a target on the both of our backs. What do you mean, what are you doing? What does it look like? I'm putting it back together. We'll probably be needing it soon. Yeah, I said we, as in us. You and I. I know the lanes, and you have the resources in Piltover. The only way either of us are getting out of this alive is if we work together. I'll help you get back to topside, and you can just... Well, we'll work things out from there. Whatever we do, we can't stay here. Oh, if you have a better idea, by all means, I'd love to hear it. That's your plan? Okay, go ahead. After what you just did, take a walk through the welcoming streets of Zon. We'll see how far you get before you wake up tied to a chair. The way I see it, those are your only two options. Oh, a third one. Which is, what? We grow wings and we fly out of the zone. No. No more enforcers. Don't know if you noticed, but being around you guys hasn't done much of a good lately. Listen, I don't like that Silco that much either. But if I'm seen with an entourage of blue goons, it won't be some criminals I piss off. The entire Undercity will think I'm a traitor. I might as well be in a grave at this point. Well, if I'm not cuffed in the moment I touch topside of soil. Plus, I get the feeling that a few enforcers aren't going to be able to help us if we get real obvious about this. Huh? It's just a hunch. Just nothing. Not worth talking about. The most important thing right now is... Are you with me? Thank you. If I twisted your arm anymore, I'd be given a badge myself. No offense. Let's get a move on. Word travels quick down here, even quicker when it's for someone important. The chem barons are very, very important. I give myself half an hour before the streets are crawling with informants. So we gotta get disguises. Now. It's nothing. Don't worry. Don't worry about that right now. Put this on and keep it on. Looking like a properly street urchin now. Look, this doesn't mean I'll be giving you any more info on the barons or the gangs. Because I don't want to make a habit out of incriminating myself. All I'll tell you is, I did as I was told. I didn't like it. I still don't. But that doesn't change a thing. You might be able to look past it, but the other enforcers, the council, if I was even granted a trial, tough chance. No, we have to disappear right now. Can't leave, can't stay. We have no good options. All I can think about is to lie low. And when the time is right, we'll make a break for the Bridge of Progress. Take this back. You might need it. I'll leave out the front. You leave the back. Keep your head low and meet me down the street at the east. I think I know a place we can hide out for now. Oh, one more thing. Thank you. You helped me out when your enforcer buddies came knocking, so consider this as me returning the favor. Stay safe.